Follow the energy. If you're serious and positive, you want to be around people who are busting their ass. You do not want to be around the people who are talking around.
So how are we going to follow the energy? Let's find out in this episode of the Side Hustle to Win experience. This is where we get together to discuss the issues that you really care about. I want to personally thank you for joining me in my experience with financial freedom and come along for the ride. Please remember that I'm not a financial advisor and to do your own due diligence and research. Now, before I get started, please follow me on Telegram, t.me/sidehustle111, and also like my page on Facebook, facebook.com/sidehustle211. On there, I give some exclusive updates that I don't get a chance to make a video on, such as advance notice about the updates I'm about to give in this video about the two Tron platforms I talked about yesterday, Tron2Get and DTron, and also how we follow the energy to take our profits from Tron2Get and DTron and put it into the next platform, DSP token, that I'm going to talk about in this video. So if this is the kind of content that you like more of, please like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload new content. Now let's go ahead and give some updates on Tron2Get and DTron first. So in my Telegram and Facebook, I talked about the fact that Tron2Get seems to be stable. And let's go ahead and check on the current platform balance. We're looking at roughly, let's wait for this number to stop. Is it going to stop? Is it just going to keep going? Just going to play with our emotions, are you? All right, so it looks like 78 million, right? 78 million, so roughly around there. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to withdraw the profits I have in here. I'm going to take that out. Got 574 TRX, withdrawing that. Good part about withdrawing from Tron is the cost is very little. You know, you're paying less than, you know, roughly around 1 TRX, somewhere around there. All right, let's wait for that transaction to go through. Boom, it's done. All right, withdrew from there. So we're looking at kind of stable on Tron2Get. The platform balance doesn't seem to be going up too much, doesn't seem to be dipping too much, which is good. So that's what we want to see, to have stability for the contract to keep going. Now, of course, this is the lower reward, lower risk one. Now let's talk about DTron. Now DTron, after they launch, there are a couple things I don't like. Number one, they don't have a contract balance that you can see right away, right? So as you can see, I have 10,000 TRX in here. I bought the pre-launch package, which if you got advanced notification through my, my notifications in YouTube, I talked about how it's launching within the hour and a half. And if you got in on the pre-sale or pre-launch package, there was one where you can get ROI faster. So if you did and got into the pre-launch with me, you're probably going to reach your ROI. So as you can see, I deposited 10,000 TRX and I got back 8,054 already. I don't like the fact that they don't have the contract balance like I mentioned, but just to give you a heads up, and you know, nobody else does this, but your boy Side Hustle, I do this, right? I'm letting you know now, there's a reason why you don't see my links for DTron, because I don't think this contract is going to go much past a day or two. And it's just that there's probably a reason why they didn't put the contract balance on there. And if you are a smart subscriber, you already know how to see the contract balance on the back end. And if you are not so sure and you want me to do a tutorial about that, let me know in the comment section below. I will do that, but I see this contract being drained. And in fact, I'm going to try to withdraw as much as possible while it's possible, right? If you remember back in the days of bankroll, the last day of bankroll, everybody was withdrawing like once an hour kind of deal. You know, once, and sometimes, you know, it's once every 5-10 minutes until, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get as much juice out of this lemon, orange, you know, whatever you want to call it, as possible. So I'm withdrawing that, and that way I'm going to take all my profits and roll into the new platform we're going to talk about. So that is DSP token. So you're looking at the auction, you're looking at the state. Let's go ahead and go to the front page real quick. Now, when you log in here, when you click on the link in the description below, you're going to get this DDoS protection by Cloudflare, because yesterday there was so much traffic on this platform, the website was taken down, right? So whether it was being DDoS or there was just a lot of energy coming over, it doesn't matter. there was a ton of energy coming onto this website. And what it is it has DeFi staking platform built on Tron, daily auction lobby, which you guys should be very familiar with if you follow Hex at all. Now get into that a little bit more. Daily Tron dividends, lucrative staking system, completely decentralized. So let's go ahead and click on the auction lobby. So once you do that, you're going to be presented with this, and you'll notice the auction ends in 22 hours, 34 minutes, 50 seconds. So they have an auction every day, right? So every 24 hours you have an auction. So we're on day 6 now. If you followed Hex or you got involved Hex on Ethereum, this is exact same thing almost, except on Tron. And as you can tell, the first day the auction lobby had, let's go ahead and do a daily entry, 4.006 million. Second day, 4.022 million. Third day, it went up a little bit by 5.836 million. Fourth day, almost double, 9.708 million. And today, it just ended, 2 hours ago, a little less than 2 hours ago, 14.318 million. So you can see the energy building here in this platform. Now, some folks might be thinking to themselves, you know what, there's already so much energy here, can this sustain? Well, for those of you that were involved on Hex, you know what could happen there, right? There could be a period of stagflation where there's just nothing but stagnant, or it can really blow up. Now, most of the folks that get into this, and if you want to check this out, go ahead and click on the link in the description below. I like it because the fact that I see positive growth here. So I'm looking to see whether or not this number is going to get up into the daily entry of 14.318 million. So what happens is, let me just explain a little bit. You enter your auction lobby. So we're going to do that here. Let's go ahead and click on that. And then you want to put in the amount of Tron you want to put in here. So let's just say, for now, for starters, let's just go ahead and put in, let's see, how much Tron do I have left? Open that up. I got 18,255. So what I'm going to do is, let's just go ahead and make a nice round number of 10,000 TRX. You know what, in fact, I just go 15,000. Why not? Why not, right? So we're going to enter the auction with 15,000 TRX. It's going to ask you to approve. And then if you use my referral link, you are going to get, I believe, 10% more DSP tokens as part of that. So once you do that, you will get a share of this DSP pool at the end of the day divided by the amount of TRX. So it'd be a portion of that, right? So let's go ahead and do the calculation for yesterday, okay? Just boom, clear. So we want to know how many TRX for how many DSP tokens. So let's go ahead and take the TRX, 14, and all these is in millions, so we're just going to take the millions. We're not going to carry out the numbers all the way down because, well, it's not displayed for now, and the numbers probably get too big, and I know how you guys hate math. Boom. So yesterday it cost about 5.76 TRX per DSP tokens. So if our daily entry gets to that point, we will see the same amount ratio. Let's say we get another 14 point something daily entry on the TRX, we'll get a similar amount of DSP tokens. So it will cost another 5.76. And if you flip the numbers, you'll get the opposite of how many DSP tokens for the amount of TRX you put in. So let's say we take this number, 5.76, and we're just going to say 5.76. I put in 15,000 divided by 5.76. So once the auction ends tomorrow, I should have approximately 2,604 tokens if the daily entry is exactly the same. So once you do that, what do? You go ahead and you click on the stake portion. Come over here, after the auction lobby ends for the day, you take your DSP tokens, and then over here it'll show you the amount of DSP you have in your wallet. Right now I have 0. And then you put in the amount. So let's say from that calculator, what did I have? 2,604, 2,604. And then you say the amount of days you want to stake. You know, so this is personal preference. The longer you stake, the more benefits you get. And you, as you know from Hex, you know, the longer stakes, like you can go way out, right? You know, a year from now, 2 years from now, you will be able to get more DSP tokens. And why would you want to do that? Because when you stake your DSP tokens, the funds, the TRX from the lobby, auction lobby, these daily entries, they're given to you as dividends for staking your DSP tokens. So there you go. This is why the auction and the stake work together. So once you enter the auctions, you get the DSP, you come over to the stake. Let's say you just take it and you say you stake it for 30 days. You hit stake, it will show up over here, right? So that way, now you know how this works. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll try to answer them as much as possible. Is this something that you're looking to get into? This is actually not the first iteration of Hex on Tron, but this is where the energy is at. So we're following the energy, right? We're following the energy. We're seeing a positive push on TRX coming into this platform, coming into this project. So we want to be part of that. And hopefully, if this thing does pull like a Hex, you never know. You never know. You've been enjoying the content in this video? Here are a few other videos that I think you'd be into. If you have not done so by now, please like, share, subscribe, and click on that notification bell. And as always, leave things better than when you found them and get your hustle on.